And here comes Dawson. Oh, a great goal!
Wesson picked up that kid flick. Drift wide. Yes!
In 3 decades at Manchester United, Sir Matt Busby led his club from relative obscurity to greatness.
He had a presence, Matt Busby. He was a big man and he had an aura about him. And when people talked about the boss, or when he came into the dressing room, everybody sort of, you know, were aware of the power that he had.
His stature transcended football. A revered national figure, he seems to embody noble human values of the past.
I always had the upbringing to do the right thing, to try and do the right thing. And overall, things went out very well for me.
But in professional football, doing well and doing the right thing were not always the same. And for Busby, a football man, success came first.
The boss was successful because the only thing that mattered was Manchester United as a football club.
Am I your alarm clock?
This is
Gemma Kearney,
BBC
Radio
1. I'm Gemma Kearney. Like most teenagers, I had a few spots, and it did used to get me down. Luckily, mine were never that bad. But for some young people, the psychological effects of having acne can be as bad, if not worse, as the actual spots themselves. In this film, I'm going to meet people all over Britain who are fighting their own war on acne.
It's not just a few spots, it's like an all-day constant reminder that you're not happy with yourself and you're not happy with the way you look.
And meet the doctors who are helping them do it. I'm making this film with Derek Jones, the director. His son Jesse developed bad acne as a teenager. It was a bitter cold night in Swanage when Jesse said goodbye to his friends at the East Bar. It was 1:35 a.m. when he was caught on CCTV passing the fish and chip shop. No one knows what happened next. But 5 days after he went missing, Derek and Patsy got a knock on the door.
And by 9:30 in the morning, I think it was 9:30, we had the knock at the door that every parent dreads. And I knew instantly when I opened the door what had happened. I knew it. And he said to me, we found a body.
Northern Iraq, wild and rugged, mysterious.
I'll make $20 tonight. I know I might die earning it, but what else can I do?
Rebellious.
This is not the destiny of the Kurds to be under oppression.
traumatized by the past.
They took away my husband and 3 sons. I never saw them again.
I spent 7 days with the people of northern Iraq. My assignment? To examine the Kurds' relentless push for nationhood. And along the way, maybe uncover a little of Kurdistan, unreported until now.
We're going to begin our journey at the very eastern tip of Kurdistan, and we're going to cross hundreds of kilometers across this region to look at the Kurds' quest for independence and economic stability after 3 decades of brutal suppression.
Here in Faliraki, thousands of Brits go crazy in a summer holiday experience that some will never forget. Many won't even remember. Club 1830 is a company which promises young people holidays full of sun, sea, sand and sex. And it's the job of their reps to help them get it all.
We've got people carrying on the street, 44.
It's loaded.
Yeah, it's a decent gun, man. 5 ton brand new in a box. You want something serious, man? There's M10s, there's M16s, there's Uzis, whatever you want.
I'm AJ. This is my home, Manchester. I grew up here before moving away. It used to be safe on the streets. Now the gangs are at war using guns.
More gang warfare on the streets of Manchester, and once again, the gangs are using guns.
A gunman shot 20-year-old Roy Pitt in the head as he left.
In Manchester, crimes involving firearms have doubled in the last 5 years. My mate Nick, he's from Salford, and he's seen how bad it is over there. You won't see our faces in this film.
The white gangs in Salford are just the same. If you've got a gun, you've got status and respect. You're the man, and you can be judge, jury and executioner.
Today, Waterperry is a magical garden, enjoyed by thousands of visitors every year. But it might have been a very different place without the efforts of the ladies of the Waterperry Horticultural School. In 1932, Grace Beatrix Helen Havergal, affectionately known as Miss H, moved her fledgling school for lady gardeners to Waterperry. A trained horticulturalist, Miss H was keen to pass on her expertise.
Lebanon, a country where generations of children have grown up with war. During the 1970s and 80s, Lebanon was locked into a brutal civil war which lasted 15 years. The country has also been in frequent conflict with its next-door neighbor, Israel. In the summer of 2006, Israel attacked Lebanon after the Shiite party Hezbollah kidnapped 2 Israeli soldiers on the border. During the 3-month offensive, 45,000 Lebanese families lost their homes. And a third of those killed or injured were children. Today, tensions are once again high in the country, and it's not clear what the future holds.
Gloucester builder Frederick West, his wife Rosemary, and the house that hid a dark secret. The bodies of 5 young women in the cellar, 1 more in the bathroom. In the garden where his children played, 3 more young women lay, including a teenage daughter. The world looked on in horror as family man Fred West was charged with a spree of kidnap, rape, sex crime and murder that cost 12 young lives. The secrets of 25 Cromwell Street seemed lost when Fred West took his own life in 1995, leaving his prostitute wife Rosemary to be convicted alone. But Frederick West left a legacy. A secret archive of personal belongings, letters, home movies and taped confessions that tell the story of his capture, his interrogation, and the life that revolved around murder and cruelty. The archive reveals the inner workings of the man accused of Britain's most notorious sex crimes. Tapes and documents never before revealed tell the story of the murders that shocked a nation.
Yeah, see, you even got the killing wrong. You're trying to make it I just went out and blatantly killed somebody. No, nobody went through hell. Enjoyment turned to disaster. That's what happened with all of it, or most of it anyway.
Seven million people live in London, but last year, over 170 of them were murdered.
Police are coming, people just drop knives everywhere. We may not even have the murder weapon.
For the first time, we follow the detectives as they battle to solve these crimes.
Their life's been taken away for somebody who wanted cheap money to go and buy his drugs.
From the first 999 call to the final sentence.
The car's made off at speed and has been chased by uniform.
Go, 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 go!
Our job is to catch killers. We're pretty good at it.
These are real murders.
2 minutes.
Real investigations. And real convictions.
Police!